have not gotten raises. How are you going to take that money? Because it's basically taking out of the pockets of teachers.
Stop right now. That's not germane to what's on the agenda tonight.
Yes, it is.
Come on now.
How are you going to take?
What's on the agenda is the superintendent's contract.
With a raise.
With a
raise.
Well, that's not talking about the raise. It's talking
I
about
am. I'm saying, how are you taking the raise
That's almost
when
a
you're
shame.
basically taking from the teachers and employees under you? When we have class sizes that are that big? This directly speaks to what you have just voted on.
Thank y'all very much.
Anybody else?
Excuse me, officer. Can I not stand when I'm being spoken to?
Anybody?
Is there a rule?
You're gonna leave, or I'm gonna remove you. Take your things to go.
Are you serious? I hope somebody has this on video.
I mean, really.
Excuse me.
All right, 4 minutes.
Is it against policy to stand? Do not.
Hold on.
This is the most disgraceful and distasteful thing I
Want
ever
another comment?
A comment.
She wasn't talking to you. She was talking to.
It was
I don't
comments for
wanna know.
the superintendent.
I don't want the audience commenting without being recognized.
She was recognized.
She was recognized.
By you.
And he was
He was speaking to me directly.
And he responded to her.
That's exactly right.
you run everything. He did.
All right,
When the superintendent can't even look at her when she's talking.
He did not.
putting in handcuffs right now.
Let's go see this. Go.
Yeah, this on video. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't. Can you explain?
Stop resisting.
I am not. You just pushed me.
I think your mother is ashamed of you, sir. Let's put up the pictures. Now, this is called a system. School teachers in Clark County, Nevada, on Thursday, were placed in handcuffs, escorted out of a school board meeting. The Clark County School District and the Clark County Education Association were engaged in negotiations over new contracts for school teachers. According to the CCEA, nearly 5,000 teachers showed up to rally ahead of the Board of Trustees meeting. The meeting began on time, but was disrupted when dozens of teachers began shouting and chanting, asking for better pay, calling for the ouster of the superintendent. There's more. Officers from the Clark County School District Police Department placed 2 teachers in handcuffs. Police removed another man from the board meeting without handcuffs. After the arrest, a few teachers walked out and the board meeting continued. School board president, let's put her up. Her name is Evelyn Garcia Morales. Tried to temper things down. She attempted and restore order to the meeting on Thursday, saying, quote, "We cannot conduct business. It is very clear that CCEA has intentions to ensure that we do not conduct this meeting. An August 10th school board meeting was recessed without any agenda items being discussed due to similar disruptions." Keep a picture up for a minute. You know, school boards have this issue. It happens. What do they typically do? They will go into executive session so they can still get some work done. They'll go into executive session. They will reschedule the meeting, or they will do the amazingly simple thing of hearing people out. They simply want to be heard, man. That's it. They know you all are likely not to do a damn thing that day. When contract negotiations began in March, shortly thereafter, the CCEA began running TV ads criticizing the superintendent, Dr. Jesus Hara's leadership, and seeking his removal. Let's put them up. They're running ads, kind of like what Trump is doing right now. Freedom of speech. They get to do that. It's not illegal. CCEA President Mari Naesis said, quote, "If we're in the business of providing instruction, then we need to ensure that we're doing everything we can to retain our educators and to recruit educators here." I agree with you, ma'am. having educators arrested because they posed a question about another man's salary increase when they are getting none is a valid damn question. I agree with you 100%. This is not going to work out well for the recruitment of new educators. Who wants this mess, right? One elementary school teacher said the offer, CCEA is proposing is transformative. Right now, teachers aren't making it. Marie Hope Burrows, a teacher at Barbary Elementary School, said, quote, "You're going to school, but you're not able to pay your rent. And so we're just asking for the wages that we're due to make rent," end quote. Nevada lawmakers made a historic investment into public education this past legislative session. CCEA is hoping to use that money for teacher salaries, asking for a 10% increase in the first year and 8% in the second year. CCSD has countered, offering in its latest proposal 8.5% the first year and 2% the following year. CCSD released the following statement regarding Thursday's meeting. Throughout every negotiation session, the Clark County School District continues to advocate at the bargaining table for increasing pay, benefits for deserving teachers, and correcting the old salary schedule with a new equitable schedule. It continued. Negotiations with the CCEA will only be resolved at the bargaining table, not by disrupting the business operations of the school district. As stated at Thursday's board meeting, violating the law by disrupting a public meeting results in consequences. CCSD is charged with educating Clark County's children, and those who seek to disrupt the district's business operations will not deter us from fulfilling our mission. Once the most unruly agitators were removed from the meeting, the Board of Trustees were able to continue the meeting and complete their business. Look at you. Look at you. Here's what I guarantee you, though. I bet you won't try that again. I bet you that. And I bet they get their 10% because now you know the pressure goes beyond the protected chambers of that facility. And that was their point. They wanted you to feel it. And you did. I don't give a damn what you say. Mayor, thoughts here?
I listen. Teachers being handcuffed for asking about a salary is benign. I can't even wrap my head around the fact that we watched this officer, and like you said, his mother is very disappointed in him. His anger, his attitude was aggressive from the jump. This idea that she can't question a superintendent who's not sitting in the classroom, and as she said, overpopulated classrooms, which means you're not the school board can say, again, we can go back to policy and culture, right? The culture currently is not educating these students. If you cared about these students, these teachers wouldn't have double the class size they should have, right? They wouldn't be overpopulated in these classrooms and underpaid. The idea that you can work somewhere 40 hours a week or less, if you ask me, and not be able to pay rent is damn ridiculous. And this idea that you want these people to raise every other profession in this country makes no sense.
None at all. You got to think about hypocrisy here. They're talking about giving a raise to the superintendent, taking money out of the pot that could go to ensure that they get their 10%. You're already at 8.5. All right. We'll give you the update as it comes.